June 11th is King Kamehameha Day in the state of Hawaii, and today we'll make and drink the Kamehameha Rum Punch. King Kamehameha the Great was the first ruler of the unified kingdom of Hawaii. His birth date is not known exactly, but he is believed to have been born in Kahala, in the northern part of the big island of Hawaii. When he's born, there's a prophecy that he will one day rule all of Hawaii. Because of this, the current king sends assassins to kill the boy, but he goes into hiding. Later on, he is welcomed back into the royal court. King Alani Apu'u is nearing his death, and next in line is his son, Kiwala'o. He appoints Kamehameha to be the god of war, but shortly after, Kamehameha slights the new king. The king's brother attacks Kamehameha, and soon after, Kiwala'o is killed, making Kamehameha the new ruler in the northern parts of the island of Hawaii. That set in motion the future unification of Hawaii, starting with Maui and Oahu and eventually the peaceful surrender of Kauai. The story and life of King Kamehameha is fascinating, and it needs its own movie. A few years ago, The Rock had signed on to play something to do with King Kamehameha, and I hope that actually never happens. While I love The Rock, there's a real foundational storyline here that would work, and especially for Hollywood, because typically they would try to shoehorn in some fictional white dude so Brad Pitt or Matt Damon could be in the movie. But Kamehameha had two close friends and advisors that were Westerners, Isaac Davis and John Young, who had been captured by Kamehameha's forces, but lives were spared. They became close military advisors and friends and brought with them knowledge of Western warfare and weapons that would later help King Kamehameha unify the Hawaiian Islands. When Kauai peacefully surrenders in 1810, advisors to Kamehameha wanted to poison the previous ruler of Kauai, but Davis strongly opposes that. So instead, unbeknownst to King Kamehameha, his advisors poisoned Davis. King Kamehameha ruled Hawaii from 1795 until 1890, and the House of Kamehameha reigned over the unified kingdom of Hawaii until 1872. Now, you might be getting a little nervous because you're saying to yourself, this kind of seems like cultural appropriation, adopting the identity of a Hawaiian king into a drink of pineapple juice and rum for tourists. But there are two factors to consider here. First, this drink is named after the King Kamehameha Hotel. So that's something you'll need to take up with the Courtyard by Marriott. And two, while I appear to be your run-of-the-mill average white dude, which I am, I happen to be part Native Hawaiian, enough that I could have attended Kamehameha schools as a child, where I would have been bullied relentlessly. And that means that I am all set, but can you make this drink? Maybe. Maybe just this one time on this one day, and I won't tell anyone. Now, my overall inspiration for making this drink is that it is featured in Sippin Safari, and as cited, the recipe comes from the July 1964 issue of House and Garden magazine. The drink is in the book and the Total Tiki app, and is slightly different than the magazine. The drink calls for 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of simple syrup, 1 teaspoon of grenadine, 1 teaspoon of creme de mure, 1 ounce of a light rum, and 1 ounce of a dark rum float. Jeff Berry's version is just slightly different with the addition of more lemon juice. That has always typically been the way you would fix drinks that were out of balance and needed more acidity. You just add more of the juice to it. But today, let's take an even more modern approach and get rid of the lemon juice and acid adjust our pineapple juice. You can do this by taking 100 milliliters of pineapple juice and adding in 4 grams of citric acid, and you'd have a juice on par with lemon juice. Now, to complicate things more, just remember, when you're acid adjusting, you need to be mindful of the overall recipe. If you acid adjust a batch of pineapple juice and then use 2 ounces of it in your rum punch, it'll be overly acidic. Most recipes are calling for just 1 ounce of a acidic juice. So that gets tricky when you're looking at a lot of Hawaiian cocktails that call for multiple kinds and amounts of juices. So you could make a batch of acid-adjusted pineapple juice and have another batch set aside that's not adjusted. Or you could just adjust it with 2 grams of acid. Instead of that, I'll just use my 1% acid adjuster solution. If you want to watch that video, you can check out this link right here. Now, I do mention in that video that the flaw of the solution is acid levels are baked in, meaning this is a mix of citric and malic acid. If you are seeking that sharp, clean acid of lemon juice, this doesn't necessarily work. It's skewed towards limes. But its purpose is to do this easily. It's more of a blunt force instrument for you to acid adjust something right now. For today's recipe, you'll need pineapple juice, 4 milliliters of the acid adjuster, or an acid adjusted pineapple juice, simple syrup, grenadine, creme de mure, light rum, and dark rum. Now, I'm not gonna float the dark rum in this drink because I don't like rum floats in my cocktails. We're gonna build this in a drink master tin, starting with 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 4 milliliters of our 1% acid adjuster, 1 teaspoon of simple syrup, 1 teaspoon of grenadine, 1 teaspoon of creme de mure, 1 ounce of a light rum, and 1 ounce of a dark rum. Add 8 ounces of crushed or nugget ice and flash blend this for 5 to 7 seconds. Add about 4 ounces of ice to your glass and then open pour into your columns glass. Garnish with a pineapple and a cherry. Maybe even wrap your glass in a banana leaf, just as the native Hawaiians would have done in 1960. Let's taste Kamehameha Rum Punch. That pineapple foamed up a lot more than I thought, and that's why if you're using a drink mixer, drink master, you do need to pay attention to how long and how powerful your model is. If you have one of the base model ones, the kind of $40 ones, those take a little bit longer. But if you have one that's a little more powerful, probably 5 seconds is all you're gonna wanna do. But you can shake this drink as well. You're not gonna get this type of foam, but you will get some foam from just shaking this cocktail. The blackberry is subtle, the grenadine is subtle, and you really do taste the pineapple juice. The rums are kind of in the background there, and the intention there was just something that's a little more approachable, but by all means, if you're gonna make this, don't feel like you need to be using Plantation Dark or Plantation 3 Stars. Use your favorite rum. This would be great with a couple Jamaican rums. You don't even need to split them between light and dark. Just use whatever one is your favorite. Karuba would taste great in this one. So, should you make this drink? I think it's pretty good. I think you'll like it. Is it 10 out of 10? No, but not every drink is going to be 10 out of 10. I like the combination of the grenadine and the creme de mure, and we're doing smaller quantities here. A lot of people didn't like the fact that I said the rum runner was good, but not great, and I didn't go out of my way to fix it, but I'm not here to fix drinks. I'm here to make older drinks or, I don't know, newer drinks and see if I like them, and I'll give you my honest opinion. That's it for this one. I'm Derek, this is Make and Drink. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like below. If you've ever had Kamehameha Rum Punch, or you've stayed at King Kamehameha Hotel, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you can check out these 2 videos right here. Mahalo and aloha.